There is a quiet realization that visits every human life. Sometimes it appears in silence. Sometimes it appears during a difficult moment. And sometimes it appears suddenly while watching time pass. The realization is simple, yet powerful. Life is limited, not in a frightening way, but in a truthful way. Every morning that begins is also a morning that will never return again. Every hour that passes is an hour that cannot be repeated. Yet many people move through life as if time were endless. Days become routine. Weeks blur together. Years disappear quietly. And one day, people look back and wonder, where did my life go? In Buddhist philosophy, this reflection is not meant to create fear. It is meant to create awareness. Because awareness changes how we live. The Buddha often spoke about the rarity of human life. He described it as something extremely precious, not because humans are superior, but because humans possess a unique ability. The ability to reflect, the ability to choose, the ability to change direction. Animals live by instinct. Humans live by intention. But intention requires attention, and attention is often lost. Modern life is full of distractions, constant notifications, endless scrolling, endless entertainment, endless comparison. The mind becomes busy, but the soul becomes empty. You feel occupied, yet strangely unfulfilled. You move quickly, yet feel like you are going nowhere. And slowly, life begins to slip away, unnoticed. But here's an important truth. Wasting life does not mean you are doing nothing. Sometimes, wasting life looks like constant activity. Working without meaning, chasing approval, following paths chosen by others, trying to meet expectations that were never truly yours. In Buddhism, this is called unconscious living. Living without awareness of why you are doing what you are doing. And when awareness is absent, direction disappears. But the moment awareness returns, everything begins to change. You start asking different questions. Instead of asking, what should people think of me? You ask, what kind of life feels meaningful? Instead of asking, how can I impress others? You ask, how can I grow? Instead of asking, what will bring quick pleasure? You ask, what will bring long-term peace? These questions shift your path. Because a meaningful life is not built by accident. It is built through small, conscious choices. In Buddhist teachings, there is a powerful concept called impermanence. Everything changes. Your body changes. Your thoughts change. Your relationships change. Your circumstances change. Nothing remains fixed. And when you truly understand impermanence, you stop delaying life. You stop saying, I will start later. I will change someday. I will live fully in the future. Because the future is uncertain. But this moment is real. Right now. Not tomorrow. Not next year. Right now. This moment contains the opportunity to begin. Many people believe that living fully requires something dramatic. A huge decision. A life-changing event. But in truth, life changes through quiet discipline. Small habits, small improvements, small acts of courage. Every day you choose growth, you reclaim your life. Every day you choose awareness, you reclaim your time. Every day you choose intention, you reclaim your direction. In Buddhism, the path to a meaningful life is not complicated. It begins with attention. Where is your attention going? Is it lost in comparison? Lost in distractions? Lost in fear? Or is it directed toward growth, learning, and understanding? Attention shapes experience. What you focus on repeatedly becomes your life. If you focus only on comfort, life becomes shallow. If you focus on growth, life becomes meaningful. This does not mean life becomes easy. Meaningful lives still include challenges, but challenges with purpose feel different than suffering without direction. Imagine two people climbing a mountain. One climbs because they are forced. The other climbs because they chose the journey. The physical effort may be the same, but the experience is completely different. Choice creates meaning, and meaning transforms effort. This is why awareness is so powerful, because awareness gives you the ability to pause and ask, is this the direction I want to move? Many people never pause. They follow the current of society, school, work, consumption, repeat. But Buddhist wisdom encourages something different: observation, reflection, understanding your mind, understanding your motivations, understanding your fears. Because the greatest obstacle to living fully is not the world. It is unconscious habits. Habits that operate quietly. Habits that pull attention away from what matters. But habits can be retrained. The mind is flexible. Neuroscience confirms this. But Buddhist practice understood it centuries ago. Your mind becomes what it practices. If you practice distraction, your mind becomes scattered. If you practice awareness, your mind becomes clear. Clarity brings direction. Direction brings purpose. Purpose brings fulfillment. So how do you begin reclaiming your life? Not through perfection, but through presence. Start noticing your days. Notice how you spend your time. Notice what drains your energy. Notice what brings genuine interest. Then gradually shift your actions. Less of what empties you, more of what grows you. You do not need to redesign your entire life overnight. Transformation happens slowly, but slowly does not mean never. Every small step matters. Imagine planting a tree. The seed is small. At first, nothing seems to happen, but beneath the surface, roots are forming. Growth is invisible, yet powerful. Your habits work the same way. The discipline you build today may not change your life tomorrow, but it will shape the person you become. And the person you become determines the life you experience. Another important Buddhist teaching is non-attachment. Many people waste their lives because they are afraid of failure. They avoid trying, avoid risking, avoid exploring. But failure is not the enemy. Attachment to comfort is. Growth requires uncertainty. Learning requires mistakes. But every attempt teaches something valuable. So instead of asking, what if I fail? Ask, what will I learn? This mindset transforms fear into progress. Remember this? Your life is not measured by how comfortable it was. It is measured by how conscious it was. Did you live awake? Did you learn? Did you grow? Did you contribute something meaningful? Or did you simply pass time? These questions are not meant to judge. They are meant to awaken, because awakening leads to change. Right now, you still have time. Time to learn. Time to grow. Time to redirect your attention. Time to build a life that reflects your values. But time moves quietly. It never announces when it is leaving. That is why awareness matters. When you live with awareness, every day becomes meaningful. Even simple moments become rich. A conversation, a walk, a moment of silence. Life becomes less rushed and more intentional. And when life is lived intentionally, it stops feeling wasted. So take a breath. Pause for a moment. Ask yourself gently, am I living consciously or simply passing time? There is no need for guilt, only awareness. And from awareness, change begins. You cannot control the past, but you can shape what comes next. One decision, one habit, one day at a time. And slowly, life transforms. Not because time slowed down, but because you finally woke up to how precious it is.